Hey everybody, this is Taylor with Farmhand. I just wanted to swing by and say hello, and then also let you guys know that I've gotten a shipment of seeds in for winter sowing. Some of the seeds in this box are not going to be sown this winter. Some are meant for later on in the season. But I just wanted to get on board and get my first shipment in and share with you guys exactly what it is that we got. So let's get right to it. To kind of start out, I know that these are not going to be winter sown seeds. However, the very first year that we grew sunflowers, we grew the sunflowers that had the pollen that would come out of the center. They were the really tall, big boys that you could cut multiple flowers on. Recently, I've caught on to the Pro Cut series of sunflowers, so I ordered those seeds in. I have three packets each with 500 sunflower seeds. And with the Pro Cut series, if you're not familiar with them yet, or if you are and you have tips for me, please comment below. But if you're not familiar with them, they are single stem flowers. However, what's nice about the Pro Cut series is that they don't have the pollen in the center that will get on your clothing, get on your table, all of that. And being a cut flower, that's really what I want to deliver to those who purchase from Farmhand and even on my own table, and also to not get any of the pollen on my truck or any, of my clothes. So with that, we have three different types of the Pro Cut sunflowers that I purchased specifically. The first is the Pro Cut Horizon F1. This one here is going to be more of like the yellow, the classic color of a sunflower that you think of when you think of a yellow sunflower. These here, of course, they're annuals, just like any other sunflower, and I can't wait to see how each of these looks. But yeah, this will be like the most original looking. Then we have the Pro Cut White Light F1. And these here are going to be more of a pale but a creamy yellow at the same time. So like not necessarily completely white. They'll have sort of a cream color to them. And the third sunflower I have is the Pro Cut Plum F1. And that is more of a plum to like a cream, like ombre look. It kind of turns to a cream toward a portion of the petal. So it's gonna be more of that darker fall vibes kind of sunflower. So very excited about that. And the reasoning that we purchased 500 of each of these packets, and I might get more, I just wanted to make sure I got them ahead of time because they go out so fast, is essentially with sunflowers, you don't want to plant all of them at one time, or you're gonna get 5, 10, 1,500 sunflowers all at once. So my plan is to succession plant them probably every 2 weeks throughout the season to have like a rotating batch of sunflowers blooming throughout the late spring, summer, early fall, however long our area lets us do that. We're in a zone 6B, so we're definitely known for getting kind of more of a hot summer. However, our summer can go all the way into November as far as warmth, and it can start as early as April, maybe March, but we'll always occasionally have that snowstorm in the beginning of April. So I wish it was a little warmer here, but at the same time, I think we're in a pretty happy medium. So going on to the next batch of seeds that I've got, I have sweet peas, and on these sweet peas, I've never grown them before myself, so I'm excited to see how they turn out. But the two types that we have are going to be the Royal Wedding. Those are going to have more of a white and cream color to them. They're late flowering. They really need 12 hours of sun on this specific variety. Also, these are a poisonous seed, so if you grow these, just be careful not to leave them sitting around for the little ones or pets and animals. But yeah, I plan to do like more of a, like if you take two like fence panels and put them together and kind of just do 3 or 4 of them to let those grow, kind of in a decorative way. I think this is a great opportunity to let these sort of vine in and grow the way that they do. So that's that variety. The second variety of sweet peas I have are called Streamer's Chocolate, and on that they're going to have more of a freckled white plum winey color to them. These are really fragrant from what I've read online. Again, these are poisonous too. These may not require the full 12 hours of sun. They might be a little more friendly with the sunlight, but very excited to see how those turn out. Another I have is just the Crespedia Sun Ball. So I actually have one I can show you real quick. If you're unfamiliar with Crespedia, What's really nice about this is that it can be used as a dried flower, which this is a dry flower here, or of course it's a pop of color and in a fresh arrangement. These here, I've never grown these before. They are gonna have more of like a green grassy foliage to them, but really it's just like these nice stems that you want. So I'm very excited to grow these. This seed packet has 500 seeds, so we'll see how those do. Next are and I always say it wrong, but I think it's Euringium, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they're the blue glitter. These, I've got about 100 of these seeds. They're about second year blooms, so I don't know how it is in our zone or how these will react, but starting them from seed I've never done before, so I'm wondering if we'll get flowers the first year. So if you've grown these from seeds, let me know how they went for you. But from what I've read, it says that they bloom on the second year of coming back. So these are going to be perennial in zones 3 through 8, where 6B, so we're right in line with that. Next on the list are Listianthis. They're my favorite to grow. I love these, they're gorgeous. However, last year when I grew them, I had a few plants that I actually ordered. I didn't grow them from seed, so we'll see how they grow from seed. But they really, I didn't give the attention to them that I should have. The flowers that did come were beautiful though. But what we have here are two different varieties. Now with the Listianthis, there are different groups that they are in, from 1 to 4, I believe. And group 1 being more of your early producing flowers, and group 4 being like your later producing. So I have these here, the Doblini Rose Pink F1. These here are going to be like a medium pink color. They are a group 1 Listianthis, so they're going to be more of your spring producers. And then also I've got the Voyage to Yellow 2 F1. These are going to be like a yellow cream color. They have double blooms, and they're going to be a group 2, so they're going to be more of your spring summer flowers. So it'll be nice to have Listianthis sort of like really to kick off the year for a couple of months for cutting. And then with these are pelleted. So from what I've heard, what I've read, with the pelleted seeds, you don't want to let them go too long being sort of coated the way that they are. They come in these really cool little test tubes, but they are coated just to make them easier to see, easier to grip, and easier to plant. With each of these, I've got 250 seeds, so we'll see how they come out. I'm going to plant them and start them here indoors. Also, from what I've heard online and from other YouTubers, is that with these, it can take quite some time for them to get bigger from seed. So from what I've heard, once you take them outside, they start to thrive a little better. So I've never grown them before, gonna give them a try. If you have recommendations, let me know, but I love Listianthis. Next up we have Snapdragons. The Snapdragons that I have here are the Legend Light Pink F1. This is going to be a group 1, so sort of like the Listianthis, groupings being more so when they produce. They're going to produce winter, early spring, so these are going to be more of an early spring flower, and they're going to be like a light pink color as well. I haven't really grown Snapdragons in large quantity yet, so I'm excited to see how they come out for us, but they're beautiful. Next is the Opus 3 Early Bronze. This is going to be your group 3, so they're going to be more like all season. They're going to be an orange and bronze color. The third is Potomac Apple Blossom. I think this one was my favorite. They're going to be like a lavender, white, and plum. Group 3 to 4, pretty much all season. Lastly, you've got another group 3 to 4 all season, but this is the Madame Butterfly Bronze as well. Gorgeous. All of these Snapdragons, direct seeding is not recommended. It's more so you want to sow them indoors first. So I'm going to give these a shot too, growing these inside, versus a lot of what I had last year I just planted from a plant. So I'm excited to see how those turn out. They're all so very pretty. Next I've got Gumprina. And with these Gumprina, I have two different types here. One is the Andre White, and the other is Qis Pink Gumprina. And I grew Gumprina last year, and they were like a neon red color, and they were unrelenting. They just would not stop growing. The more you cut them, like zinnias, like a cut and come again, the more they'd come back, and they really took off in the summer. So I'm excited for these two. With the Audrey White, they're going to be more of a white color. And we'll see how they turn out. I've grown white flowers before, and I know with like the dust and the rain and just the wind, they can, you know, begin to look a little dirty over time. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe they do better in a hoop house or a greenhouse, but I'm gonna give those a shot. The next is Qis Pink. These are gonna be like a light pink color. So versus like a striking neon red that I had last year, these will be softer tones, which I'm really excited to give a shot to. And this pink was really, really pretty. Next up, we've got Celosia. So the Celosia that I've got here are Celosia Terracotta. They're gonna be like a clay, deep reddish clay tone. Really, really pretty. These here are just like what I grew last year. I had Celosia 2. They were like a light yellow color and a neon red. I don't know what was with neon reds last year with me, but I grew those two colors. But those did really well too, especially in the summer. They took off. They were in a lot of the arrangements that I sold last year. So we've got this color here, the terracotta tone. And then we have Sunday Gold, which is like a deep golden color. It's gonna be so pretty, especially come fall. I think these are both gonna be great for like late summer with sunflowers, things like that. Flowers, they've got sort of that feathery look to them, but these are both gonna be beautiful varieties too. Last but not least, I have my hybrid poppies. So these are going to be Iceland Poppies. The first is Champagne Bubbles. Actually, they're all Champagne Bubbles, I should say. I ordered 2 packets of the same thing. But they're Champagne Bubbles is the color, and it's like a mix of orange, red, pink, white, and yellow. I've never grown Icelandic poppies before, so this is gonna be certainly interesting to see how they go. I love poppies so much, I'm just afraid to ruin these. So if you have tips for me on growing poppies, please let me know, especially this type, the Icelandic poppies. With these here, it says really to transplant them. If you're going to direct seed them, you're gonna wanna do it when it's a little cooler outside. From what it says here at least, I am gonna just start them indoors and transplant them myself, just to see how they do. So I need to do a little more research on exactly how I want to do this on these, but I am so incredibly excited to give Icelandic poppies a shot, so send me your advice. And I believe that's all that's left in the box, guys, so just wanted to show you a little bit that I may start winter sowing soon. And then sort of what I have in mind for sunflowers in the coming year. All of these varieties are so beautiful. So a part of me is like excited to get things going, and the other side of me is really nervous to like really mess up everything that I have, and you know, the seeds just go to waste. So either way, it's gonna be really a great kickoff to the year. You know, if you are looking at getting seeds, bulbs, whatever for your gardens, you have to get them early. If you wait too late, I waited too late on almost everything last year, and I was left with the nitty gritty. So like these sunflowers I went ahead and got them as soon as I could, just in case. Now I have of course, I'm not here to market or, you know, be a spokesperson for Johnny's selected seeds. They're just who I prefer. I used them last year and their seeds are great. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great start to your year. Happy New Year and have a great one.